to this series of understanding what angel number means. A lot of people start noticing repetitive numbers in their lives suddenly. They could be seeing 1 1, 1 6 2 7 They will see it at the back of cars, they will see it on their phones, they will see it in their bills, they will notice them on billboards, and they get really confused. And the more they see it, the more they seem to see it more and more. So sometimes it gets confusing for people that why are they seeing these numbers and what do they mean? So every series of numbers means something different, but we are going to start from why do we see them in the first place? Any kind of repetitive number patterns, why do we see them? So, one of the things that comes to me is that we see these numbers simply to understand that the universe is focusing on us now. When I channeled this from my spirit guides, I was told that tell people through this video that the universe wants them to know that the universe is watching them with love, with expectation, with endless possibilities. That it is now their time in life to move towards their life purpose. The true reason why they came into this world is now starting. A lot of people see a change in their career. They could have done various jobs and then suddenly are doing something else. Or it could be, the death of a loved one. Any kind of a life event that will bring a drastic change in your life uh, might trigger this. Sometimes it is also possible that this happens without a trigger that you can see, but it definitely happens with some trigger. You may not be able to see it in your life, but it's obviously happening at a subconscious level. It can happen with Kundalini awakening, it can happen through after deep meditation for a couple of months. Uh, it could be triggered by anything, but the meaning is the same, that the universe is now focusing its spotlight on you. And what does that mean? Focusing its spotlight, which means that you are a light worker, you are a worker of light, you are an agent of consciousness, and that is what it's trying to tell you, that be with the light, which means your purpose has started, your journey has started. Many of us feel that we have come into this world only to be in relationships, get married, do a job, earn money, settle our children. Well, guess what? All of this is true, but this is not why we have come here. These are the things that we do on the side. We have actually come here to fulfill our soul contract, to fulfill our life purpose. That is the reason of our coming here, to learn our soul lessons. And with the signal of these numbers, the universe is telling you that you are on the path now, officially on the path now. So it's a very interesting sign. It's a very wonderful sign. The angels are protecting you, looking at you with love and expectation because you have started your journey. This kind of number does not mean that it will come at any age. It could come at 50, it could come at 5. Nowadays, the children who are very young have also started seeing it. Because guess what? The earth is moving towards greater consciousness. And the children who are being born today are born with this awareness. So, this is the meaning of why we see signs. In today's series, I'm going to cover what it means to see the number 1 in repetitive patterns or multiple times. Many people start their journey by seeing 1, but it's not important. You can start your journey with seeing some other number also. But I'm going to discuss the significance of number 1 and the other numbers will follow soon. The understanding of number 1 is very simple. It talks about the law of divine oneness. I am one, you are one, the fish is one, the pond is one, the river is one, the sun is one. The first law of the universe is the law of divine oneness, which says that everything that is living has the same soul inside it. That is the reason why we bow down to each other, not in the form that the body is. We bow down to the supreme intelligence in the other person. We bow down to God also for the same reason. Number one says, I am one, you are one. So it could be one, one, or it could be a couple of ones, but it basically means that the macrocosm and the microcosm is the same. If that sounds tough, let me explain what it means to you. Your dreams and reality are one. Your hopes and possibilities are one. One means everything is possible. One means the universe is one with you. If the universe is one with you and you are part of the same universe, then everything is possible. You are one with God, God is one with you. That try to see the oneness in everyone. It could come to people who are just like everybody else in the normal world. There are some people who are angry with certain people. They need to make forgiveness a priority in their life. They are going through a rough time in their relationships. It could be people who are looking for love. It could be people who are craving to be one with their own energy. The meaning of one and what you should do if you are seeing one is as follows. The first thing is that understand the law of divine oneness carefully. The second thing is don't judge other people, because you are just who they are and they are because you are. So judgment is not a good idea, gossip is not a good idea. The third thing definitely is to meditate for at least 11 minutes every day and ask the universe for guidance on this. The fourth thing that number one teaches us is that it begins with me. Change begins with me. Happiness begins with me. I am the one who will bring out the best relationships in my life. The fourth thing that one says is work more with the light and less with the darkness. What does that mean? It means that work with possibilities and hope rather than with fear and anxiety. If you are the kind of person who gets very panicky soon and feels that, oh my God, this is never going to work out, then be aware that the angels are protecting you by showing you these numbers, that they will help you, but you have to understand that you have to take the initiative to make the changes. So everything changes with me. The last thing that this signifies and you could do is to be one with nature. So if you are fond of gazing at the sky, you could gaze at the sky for 2 minutes every day, gaze at the setting or the rising sun. Just be in nature, take a walk, drink a lot of water, sit by the flowers. If you live by the ocean, go to the ocean. So all of nature, the earth, the water, the moon. If you're a moon person, do a lot of moon rituals then. Right? So one means oneness, that the planet is one, consciousness is one, and you as a light worker are being called to that. Pay attention, friends, on how you interpret this number and how you live fearlessly, working as a light worker. Even if you do something every day for 5 minutes to spread light in the world, to spread hope in the world. It could be writing a blog, it could be making a video, it could be encouraging your children, it could be teaching people in the poor slums, it could be making a financial donation, it could be just encouraging other people through your own actions. Whatever it is, make sure that before you sleep, you thank your angels and make sure that you have done some work as a light worker if you're seeing the number one. So this was the significance of number one. If you want to know what is the significance of 2s and 3s and 4s and so forth, stay tuned in. And a lot of this will be on my website www.manmeetkumar.com. Follow us on Facebook. The page is called Soul Miracles by Manmeet. Do let us know whether you resonate with this video and did you see 1111 and what is it that you did after that and how has it helped you in life. Thank you. Stay tuned.